and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just small group here.
Mr. Secretary, is this meeting been advertised according to law?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it has.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Diadio?
Here.
Mr. Newton?
Here.
Mr. Travisano?
Here.
Mr. Palando?
Here.
Mr. Gabelli?
Here.
First order of business, authorization for payment of bills, non-NL 5A, that's A through J. Can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion, we approve on roll call vote.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Diadio?
Yes.
Mr. Newton?
Yes.
Mr. Travisano?
Yes.
Mr. Palando?
Yes.
Mr. Gabelli?
Yes.
Next order of business is 5B, authorization for payment of bills, NL-related non-escrow, to be paid when funds are available. That's K and L. Can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion, we approve on roll call vote.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Diadio?
Yes.
Mr. Newton?
Yes.
Mr. Travisano?
Yes.
Mr. Palando?
Yes.
Mr. Gabelli?
Yes.
Next order of business, 5C, authorization for payment of bills to be paid from escrow accounts, to be paid only if escrow funds are available. That's M through Q. Can I have a motion,
Make
please?
a motion, we approve on roll call vote.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Diadio?
Yes.
Mr. Newton?
Yes.
Mr. Travisano?
Yes.
Mr. Palando?
Yes.
Mr. Gabelli?
Yes.
6, pending matters, waterfront redevelopment project. Mr. Samuel.
Yes, we finally have some real action going on. We've had a number of meetings with North American Properties. First meeting related to engineering, okay? Primarily going through and going over their drainage plan, going over revisions that have to be made to the soil erosion sediment control plan and a number of other things. But they're ramping up to go through and really put a push on. In fact, there's going to be the need for, some technical subcommittee meetings that we're gonna have to have. And we need to go through and select an underwriter, which means you'll have to issue an RFP for an underwriter and for bond counsel, because they wanna go through and make sure that everything that they have in their redevelopment agreement is proper from the standpoint of how it's going to be financed. So they're asking that the bond underwriter be involved in some of these meetings. So our recommendation to you, and that's at no cost to the agency.
All
basic-
paid by them.
All paid by them, but it's still the agency's consultant. So you need to go through and authorize Joe to go through and advertise for those positions.
As you recall, Mr. Chairman, when we advertised for these positions previously, there were no real responses to them, so we are requesting that I be authorized to do another RFQ so that the agency, hopefully by the next meeting, can consider the responses and make a determination as to
The next meeting is
underwriting.
like in 2 weeks. Is that gonna be enough time? I mean, if you do
Barely.
this tomorrow, like,
It's barely, you've gotta do it, you've gotta basically issue it tomorrow, just.
Need a motion for that?
Yeah.
well, not a motion, but.
I don't,
You don't need a motion,
Just if
just
everyone,
a
just a.
direction that Joe should do that.
yeah, I'm not making any decision, I'm just sending out the qualification,
Right.
same thing I sent out before.
Everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. And then from the standpoint, we've had meetings with them over what their anticipated schedule is, and they're gonna be pushing to go through and make things happen. So we're gonna need to go through and have those technical subcommittee meetings, and we're gonna have to go through and probably take various actions during December and January on different items, because it's important to them to show Prudential that they are making progress. So that is all to our benefit, because we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting to push this project forward.
And Chairman, either now or at the end of the meeting, we have some tentative dates where we'd like to get the subcommittee together, and we want to make sure the subcommittee members are available for those dates.
Who's doing this? Do we remember?
Oh, but normally, you have Don,
Already three of
Rennie,
us.
and then
Him
and
Tom
Tom.
or whoever.
You gonna go? Can you get?
Yeah, long,
Depends on when you are.
but let's see what time we'll make
If you,
the meeting.
if you want to address that, we
Yeah.
have, no, I don't, we've already cleared this, well, we have two tentative dates. One, November 1st, that's next Thursday, a week from today,
Okay.
at
What
6
time?
PM.
Okay,
Yeah.
After work, we thought that might be a little more
yeah, all right,
flexible.
that's no problem.
And November 7th, also at 6
Seventh.
PM. November 7th, it's
Day
the
after
Wednesday
election.
before our next meeting. No, the 7th.
The day after
Day
election.
after
Day after,
Not
day
on.
after.
Now, we have also asked them to come to the next meeting
All right, I
to
have no
go
problem.
through and give the full board a full update as to where they are.
Well, you guys okay? You can make it, you can make it,
November
Ronnie?
1st and the 7th, you said, right?
All right, 6 PM at Dave's
Alright.
office?
Yes.
All right, so Tom, Rennie, and.
Yeah, you'll
Don,
just
you guys
send out
okay
an
with that?
email to remind them.
I will send a confirming email, but are we good with,
Yeah.
we'll start with just the first and then
Yeah.
go from there?
Yep.
Rennie, you're
So
okay?
November 1st is next Thursday, right? No, is it Thursday or Wednesday? No, Wednesday is the 31st.
Yes,
The
yes,
first is the
Thursday.
day, so it's Thursday, so it's
Thursday.
next Thursday, 6 o'clock. I'll send a confirming
Day after
email.
Halloween, so you should have candy on the table.
It's the day after all.
Yes.
Well, we still expect people to come out.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna dress up or what?
Mike, a real quick question. When are we going to authorize them to be the builder? I mean, I thought,
That they haven't put in the request for a change right now. They're a contracting consultant to SSA. So they have to come back and ask, there are a whole slew of things that are gonna happen over the next 2 months. And that's likely to be one of them. And we can go through those a little bit in executive session, but at the meetings, you'll hear, what we've asked them to do is work with us to have a calendar with, here's the finish date, and then work backward to all the dates that we need to take action on, and that'll be one of the items. What they did indicate is that they finally have a signed agreement with SSA for the work they're doing, something formal, they've worked out all
but
the
are they
issues.
supposed to be doing the work without our approval?
It's SSA is doing the work, and they're just a contractor.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not the partner yet, they're not the redeveloper yet, that's only SSA.
I guess not, because we didn't approve it.
Right, right, and they didn't ask officially yet either.
Because years ago, I mean,
Yeah.
going back 15, 16 years ago, there were, how many bidders? There was probably about 6 at one time and then went out again.
And then the next time it went out, there were 4. The second time, there were 4, and
Yeah,
the first
right.
time, there were, actually, the very first time, okay, there was like a dozen,
Yes.
okay?
Right.
Then, when we issued the RFP, when the project was more specific